Well, hey guys, good morning. It is Saturday and it's early. I'm up and going. Yeah. Don't normally go into work on Saturdays, but today I am. Yeah. And you're thinking, Crystal, why are you up on a Saturday morning when it's 32 degrees and going into work? So, why am I going into work? Well, my furnace went out. Yeah, my furnace went out. I got up the other day. I had it set on 70. I got up and it was 63 degrees in my house. And I had to run to work. And it was like, and I tried to fix it myself. I thought I knew how to, redo it because I had to do it a couple of years ago. It was what was it? A flame sensor went out. So anyway, I learned how to fix it. You scrape all the stuff off the soot, and you can get that right out. And then you put it back in, and boom, it would start. So I thought that must be what it is. So I went downstairs before I went to work the other day when it was 17 degrees out, guys. Coldest day, and my furnace was working. Yeah. So it was 17 degrees outside, and of course, my furnace had to quit working on the coldest day. So by the time I left for work, it was 60 degrees. Yeah, in my house, I'm going down. And I thought, my poor dog, I know the dog will be okay, But it was like, my pipes. It was like, I didn't want my pipes to freeze. So I had to call somebody to go over and fix it. Well, thank God my daughter could go over and sit while the repairman came. Yeah, that was an ordeal. And of course, on the day that it's 17 degrees out and you need somebody quickly, like an emergency, I'm going to charge you more. I'm lucky that I'm a nurse and I can make extra money. So when an emergency pops up, I can go in and, work an extra shift and pay for it. Yeah. And that leads me to, let's get past this stoplight. There we go. Okay, so, and that leads me to talk to you guys about nursing. I've been a nurse for 32 years, going on 33. But yeah, nursing's got its ups and downs. We all know that. The nurses, we all like to moan and groan, and that's good. We all can sympathize with each other. Yeah, I think, yeah. Okay, so yeah, we can all sympathize with each other. But when it comes down to it, nursing really is a good profession to go into. And why do I think it's a good profession? Well, like for emergency situations when I need money to pay a bill that's not expected, okay? Especially in December, guys. So in December, you got all your normal bills, you got Christmas presents to buy. In Missouri, we have personal property tax. So anything you own, you have to still pay a tax on every year. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard because we pay the tax when we buy the item, such as my 2 motorcycles and my camper. But yeah, you got to pay personal property tax every year. So I'm paying it on my motorcycles and I'm paying it on the camper and anything else you would own, like vehicle-wise, you got to pay it on my Jeep that I drive. So I get hit pretty hard in December on that. So I got personal property tax, you got Christmas presents, and then you throw in some unexpected emergency, like my furnace, and boom, you're like, dang it. But with nursing, I can just go in, work an extra shift, and get that money back. Of course, when I work an extra shift, I get paid a little bit of bonus money, extra money, So that's good. So that's why I'm going in on Saturday morning to make more money. So, and another thing about nursing, which is really good, I work long days, 12-hour days, 3 12-hour days, and they're very long. I go to work in the dark and I come home in the dark. And, I've gotten used to it over the years, but it's 3 days a week. I'm off 4 days a week, which is really good. So with the 4 days a week, I can pick up an extra shift very easily, and I still have 3 days off. So that's pretty good. There's not too many professions where you can do that. So another good thing about nursing is it's flexible. You have self-scheduling. I can't really say that. Self-scheduling. Yeah, we got to schedule ourselves out pretty far, and that's normally a month in advance. So you gotta know what you're doing, sort of. But the good thing is other people can trade with you if you put down a shift and you've got something going on that day. So they can usually help you out. Switch with you. There's a lot of nurses. Okay, so flexibility, the pay is not bad, okay? We all moan and groan about the pay, but it is what it is. So, and actually, I can make a living on it, I can pay my bills, I can do fine. Another good thing about nursing is that if I get tired of working in one area, I can switch to a different area of the hospital. That's the good thing. Or if I need to go outside the hospital, I could go be a school nurse. But I like being in the hospital. And I've switched several times. I have been in the ICU. I got a little burned out. I went to the ER. went back to the ICU, which is my home, okay? And then I went to the CDU for a while, which is a 23-hour observation, okay? I did a little outpatient surgery, recovery area for that. But I've always went back to the ICU. I've done a little dialysis. I can run a dialysis machine. So I've always had the flexibility to go different places in the hospital when I want. So that's what's really cool about the hospital. Okay? Let's talk about another positive thing about being in the hospital and working there. I know who to go to for medical care. I know who the good people are, who the not so good people are. Okay, if I need a surgery or my family member needs surgery, I know who to send them to, who's the best in the field. And I like my hospital. I do. I like where I work. That's why I've stayed. I like the people that I work with. I like my management team. I like my doctors, for the most part. There's always one or two, how that goes. Those are a lot of positives about things I like about working in the hospital. Okay. All right, well, I gotta go in. So, the good thing about today is I'm only doing an 8-hour day. So I'm getting off at 3. That'll be great.